Hey, Blue Heron, this is Mr. Hartman. Well, it's kindergarten registration time. That's an extremely exciting time in an elementary school. Um, but I also know it can be a little nerve wracking for you as parents. So if any time along the way you have questions, um, please do not hesitate to reach out. There's no such thing as a question that shouldn't be asked. Please take the time. You're important, and we want to make sure you're comfortable along the way. The office team that will help support your questions. Obviously, you can reach out directly to me, the school principal. I'm entering next fall will be my 10th year here at Blue Heron Elementary. We have lead administrative assistant Tracy Wickstrom. Angie Palmstein is our administrative assistant. Lori Bailey is our school nurse. And our lead teacher is Caitlin O'Shea. She'll be back from her leave of absence towards the end of March. And so in her place right now is Callie Gishwind. Callie and Caitlin often work together on academic and emotional supports and making sure we're bridging and coordinating all of our supports here in the building. So any questions you have in regards to our special ed process, accommodations for students, please don't hesitate to reach out to Callie. She'll make sure that Caitlin is kept in the know. And again, if you want to talk to me directly, feel free to do so. Blue Heron is a very special place. I came here, like I said, about 9 years ago, and I took that chance to come here because I researched it and I realized it is a relationships first school, and the culture is defined by that, and it's still that way. And really, I think over the last couple of years, it's been challenging 2 years, as you can imagine. The relationships first model has really helped carry us through that. And I know as a parent, you want your kids to feel supported, to feel cared for, to feel connected with an adult and others in the building. And I can tell you that happens here. So I'm very proud of how staff embrace students and really make relationships be a cornerstone to what they do. We have very high expectations, experienced staff that are talented in having those courageous conversations, because they want to push you as parents. They push me as a principal, because they want the best for the kids here, and so there's nothing wrong with that. And I think because of the strong relationships we can have high expectations. And we can have high expectations because we have an extremely courageous and experienced staff. So I'm very fortunate as a principal. Our active PTO, our parent teacher organization, really continues to wow me with the level of support that they provide our school on an annual basis. Looking forward to having those future events come back into our building and help make everyone feel that much more connected. Our SOAR program is a big part of our how we operate and how we acknowledge each other here. SOAR is from our PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention Supports Program. And really what that is just having explicit expectations defined with what our building culture expects. And in our building culture, we use SOAR because of Blue Heron, and we expect our Blue Herons to soar. And the 4 buckets that those expectations fall under are within our safe choices, organized and ready, act responsibly, and respectful always. But students get tickets. As you can see, this little boy right here receives some tickets. They also just have some verbal connection with another adult in the building. Remember that relationship first model. Having an adult go up to a kid and be able to explicitly state that they appreciate something that they're doing, they acknowledge that they are doing the expected behavior. We all like that. It doesn't matter if you're a kindergartner or if you are a principal. We all like to be acknowledged and it doesn't take a tangible item always. It can just be feeling connected with someone. So that's a big part of our building, and I think that really helps us keep that relationship first model in mind. Our kindergarten program is very solid. It's a very solid foundation for our building. In a little bit, Ms. Forte, our kindergarten representative, will explicitly kind of state a few details that she and the team recommend for you as parents to kind of think about as you prepare for kindergarten. But as you're looking at the readiness for kindergarten, the intentional conversations, thinking through social behavior, reading, writing, math, listening and speaking, fine and gross motor, and self-help skills. All right. Um, as you'd expect, the school is really set up a lot for that reading, writing, math. So as students come in, the more prepared they are with our fine and gross motor and self-help and social behavior, those are things that will take them a long way. I mean, it will help them be able to receive the academics better and be able to have more conflict, resolution within the environment. So we'll have a few ideas for you in a couple of slides from now. All right. So as I mentioned, we have this student self-help skills. We have an orange here as a small and large motor skills, social and emotional. All right. These three circles right here are areas that you really can hone in on and focus in on as parents more. These are things that you can look at and say, okay, we could in the next 5 months have a goal of having your child experience more time doing X or doing Y, like trying new things, listens to a story without interrupting. That's hard, but the more prepared they are when they come in the fall, it'll be that much better for them to be able to work on their literacy skills, which is over here in the pink, all right? And the yellow is math. So these things are kind of that readiness, that ability to receive learning and be able to work with their learning. And so anything you can do to help support that orange and the blue and the green, it'll really help the transition to kindergarten. All right. Well, without further ado, we have our kindergarten representative, Ms. Forte.
Hello, families. My name is Angie Forte, and I am one of the kindergarten teachers here at Blue Heron Elementary. Social and emotional skills are so important for children who are coming to kindergarten. As you can see in the box up above, the green box, there are several examples of social and emotional skills that we like to see in the classroom. I would like to point out listening among the most important. Listening is something that you can be practicing at home. You can practice by reading a story to your child and making sure that they listen to that story all the way through to the end. You can have a conversation and teach your child how to listen to you all the way through before they speak. That's also a great way to practice taking turns and to practice patience. Another way to practice listening skills is to give your child a direction, have them verbally repeat that direction, and then complete the task. On the right side of your screen, you see small and large motor skills. Small motor skills are important and used throughout the day, every day in kindergarten. As kindergarten teachers, we love to see kids coming in with a lot of experience using writing utensils and scissors. The more your child is writing their name with a pencil, uppercase first and then lowercase after, drawing pictures with crayons or markers, cutting and making projects with scissors and glue, the more they do that, the stronger their hands become. And that helps them in the classroom to become better writers. On this next page, you see student self-help skills. As kindergarten teachers, it is important to us that our students become as independent as possible. And up in this box, there are examples of ways to help your child to become independent and to make sure that they're ready for their kindergarten day each day. Something important to work on would be buttoning and zipping jackets or pants or shirts, and learning to tie shoes. Those are ways that your child can be independent. One that I really want to point out here at the top is sleep. Sleep is essential to learning. It is so important that your child is rested so that they are able to attend and focus and get the most that they can out of their kindergarten day. So the sooner you can put your child on a sleep plan where they're sleeping from 10 to 11 hours a night, the better. Keeping that consistent is very important. You can see up in the left-hand corner, it says spring inventory. And that's just to let you know that you will have a survey that will be coming out in the spring where you can give us some feedback and show us different ways that we can help to support you.
Thank you, Ms. Forte, and thank you to the kindergarten team for coming up with some concrete ways that families can partner with the school to ensure that their child has um, the best possible transition and that they're best prepared to receive language and literacy and math um, skills in the fall. If they have these foundational pieces, they'll have increased confidence, they'll be more independent, which then they'll be able to take in more learning. So, great ideas, kindergarten team. Thank you. A key resource that our families have really found to be helpful is our school-age childcare. If you're all interested, please check out the website. You can definitely learn more about there, but I just want to bring attention to the fact we realize that 9:15 to 3:45 doesn't always work for people's schedules, and so this resource is an amazing resource, but also is very popular. So pay attention to the sign up windows as it becomes very busy. People sign up, and so therefore, then all of a sudden we become full. And so, just pay, please pay special attention to the sign up windows. Any questions along the way, please reach out to Kids Club. What's it all about? It's about the kids. And this process, there's a lot of just operational things that we all have to do, but it's really to best prepare their child in the fall to start that journey with us. And because a good 6, 7 months later, when they're graduating from kindergarten, that's kind of like they're embarking on that journey forward in elementary. And all of a sudden, you're going to blink and they're going to be in middle school. They're going to blink again and they're going to be at high school. As a parent who has a 10th grader and a ninth grader, they were in elementary just a few days ago, I swear. But time flies. It really does. And so enjoy this time in life. Enjoy figuring out their passions, their interests, because they absorb everything. And we don't know them yet as learners. You don't know them yet as learners. And so we just need to kind of kick back and enjoy and kind of watch how they develop too. And we will be there to partner with you and to guide your child through that learning process. So, again, thank you for choosing Centennial Schools, and specifically, thank you for learning more about Blue Heron Elementary. It's a very special place where I am very confident that your child will soar.